Hi guys, welcome to the new video of this Linux tutorial series. In this video, we're gonna discuss the user management command again. That is very useful. So the command name, let me give it to you, usermod. I know many of them you know the usermod command and many multiple options, but I don't think so anybody tells you in the real world with a real world use case. So why we use usermod command? So while creating a user, if say you want to give a particular GID or UID due to some reason, but you forget to give, so whatever the operation you want to do on the user after the creation of user, there we can use a user mode command. And the syntax of user mode command is very simple. So user mode and the options we have to give, then syntax, sorry, not syntax, the username. Okay, and multiple options of this we're gonna discuss today. Okay, many of the options are similar to useradd only, but let's create first user new user mode. Not this, I can create dev user. Okay, let's say I forget to give UID and GID. Okay, so I'm creating this user and I'm setting the password of this user. Okay, okay, done. So what it does is, in the home, if I go to ls, it created a user with the name dev. Where is dev? See, dev user. Okay, now let's say I forget to give some different home directory or some command. Let's say this user we hired for the development purpose. Now if you check etc passwd, okay, and see, this is a dev user, but there is no command, and the UID and GID is very different. Same, in the last video I told you, whenever you create a user, it will create a primary group with the same name of that username, okay, that have a group ID same to as user ID. From here also we can say group ID same as user ID. And if I do cat group, in the last video we discussed in very detail about this file. Okay, see, this is a GID, and by default the user is added to this group. That's why it's not showed at the end. Okay. Okay, let's discuss the user mode command now. First, let's discuss the very first option, that is -c. This user we hired for development. Okay, this command I forget to give, so I can give now also. For which user? Dev user. See, now the same command appears here. Okay, now let's say I want to change the home directory. Okay, so what I can do is usermod -d. Similarly, in the useradd also we have -d to change the home directory, but we forget to give in the useradd command. That's why we are giving here in the /home. I am giving the new dev user directory and then the username. That's it. See, now this directory also got changed. Let's say what I forget to give is the expiration date of this user. So the real world use case of this is we hired people on a freelancing project kind of thing, and we want to expire that user after 1 month. Okay, so we can set expiration date automatically. After this date, this user will not able to log in. And what is this expiration date means? If you watch my last video of etc shadow, I recommend to watch this video. I tell there the fields, why these fields are used, what are the meaning of each field, how we can do a password aging. If you don't know how to do a password aging, it's a very great tutorial for you guys, like how we can set a minimum or maximum number of password change criteria, when the user will expire automatically, multiple things we can check. Please watch out that video. But yeah, from here, user mode, let's say I want to set expiration date, then option is -e, and then before that I want to show you one more file, etc shadow. Okay, and if you see, this is the password coming up here. Okay, and some number is there, password expiration. This means, I discussed in the last video, this means the password will not expire any day. It's like infinite. Okay, now I'm doing user mode and -e, then the dev user. invalid date. Sorry, I have to give date first. So 2022, I will give a date called, let's say 03 and 13, tomorrow's date, and the day user. Sorry. Now if you see here, this is the user expiration date, and if you don't know how to check it in the human readable format, this ch command I discussed in very detail in the last video. Multiple options are there, how we can change the things, the attributes, how hackers use this ch command to manipulate the file. It is a share file, that is very critical file, so all I discussed there. But yeah, -l is one of the option that tells when the account will expire, so I given this date only. Okay, this is the one thing. Second is, you can change a group ID also. How you can change a group ID? If you check, okay, this is, one second, user mode. What I can do is, I will give -u. I am changing the UID. Okay, and if I do now, see, the user ID got changed, but the group ID is again the same. Okay, let's say I want to change the group ID, then -g is the option, and let's say I'm giving 22, does not exist. Okay, I agree that a user group doesn't exist with this group ID, so what we can do is we can give 20. It's already in 20 maybe, and 19. Yep, it's got changed. If you see, it's added to this group. Okay, this is one thing. Now let's say you want, basically the password of this user is stored in this etc shadow file. Okay, in a let me do it in an encrypted form, but I don't want to encrypt in store in the encrypted form. Then we have user mode, then -p dev user. What it's saying is, encrypted password. One second, it's not working, is it? So let's say if I giving this new user dev, I don't know why we have to give something more attribute. Okay, one second, let me check very quickly. UID and log, SLNX, password change. Maybe we have to give some password. Yep. See, now it's not encrypted in the clear text disk, and how I can verify you is, I go here and log in with that user and giving the same password. Sorry, my mistake. Let me add again, 1 second. Okay, I'm adding the username again and giving the same password. Okay, 1 second. Maybe because of password issue, 1 second, we never set this password. Okay, and if I do now, see, it's again in encrypted format. Now if I do, yeah, so what is the meaning of this is, let me tell you now. See, this is some kind of encryption or manipulation they are doing, but internally the password will be the this only, and I'm trying to log in. Why not able to log in? Maybe some issues, we will see it later, but yeah, let's discuss other things also. Let me add one more user add test user. Okay, and if I show you this file etc group, it's created in the last, you can see. And if I show you etc shadow, the second block, if you see, there is some something. Okay, that is exclamatory mark. Why this is exclamatory mark? Because we never set the password of this user. First thing is this, and if I do it now, okay, and if you check the file now, see it's coming up the password in hashed form, but I want to log this user as of now. Okay, so in the user mode, what I can do is hyphen capital L and the username. Now it is logged. Even though I give correct password, I am not able to log in. See this exclamatory, you can see password is set but logged account. Just focus here. Now if I try to log in, sorry, so the password is set but it's saying login incorrect. The reason being we logged this account. Exclamatory you are seeing. If you want to unlock this account, same option with a hyphen U capital we have. Now if you see etc shadow, that exclamatory mark is removed. Okay, and now if you try to log in, okay, see I am able to log in now. There is one thing. The next thing if you want to check is if you want to add this user, test user, if you see etc group and if you grab the test user, okay, this is a part of only one group. If you want to add this group or add this test user to another group, then give the option. This question will come as it is in your RSCSA 8 exam for sure. Then hyphen A means add. Capital G if you want to add to another group, keep it in the same primary group also, but you want to add in secondary group. Then capital G and the group name. Okay, one of the group we have is DevOps group. Okay, and the name of the user, that is test user. Now if I do, see now it added to this group also. So that's how you can manage a group thing also. Last thing I want to share with you all is if you want to change the shell, and the last to last video of etc passwd file I explained you every field. Okay, the last field defines not the shell but the command you want to run when you logged in with the user. So that is now bin bash. If you want to see this detail, just watch out my video of that etc passwd. But as of now I want to change the shell to has been no login and the username. Okay, that's how hyphen s will help you to change the shell. So that's all about this video. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you have any doubts, you can reach out to me LinkedIn or post it out in comment box. Thank you for watching the video.